Okay, so now we are going to do transformation on R. We are going to recognize the two types of transformation that you did in chapter 1, COO and COS. And then the effect of transformation on covariance and correlation coefficient, which is quite simple. Okay, all right. So let's take a look at this here. So there are two types of transformation. You may want to follow your manual, which is COO and COS. So just remember one thing, COO is plus and minus. Plus and minus, no effect on mean, mode, median. There'll be no effect on SXY, no effect on RXY. So we won't even talk about it. If I plus 2 to my data, will my R plus by 2? No way, no change. Plus minus, no change on SXY, no change on RXY, no change on MOD also. Only change mean, median, mode. That's it. COS is when you time something to your data. Then there will be effect. Okay? So then there will be effect. Let me show you how. Okay? If I times X by something, let's say I times X with 2. And I times Y with 2. Or I times X, like in this situation here, you times X with 1. And you times Y with 2. What will happen? Your SXY will be times, let's say I times X with 3, I times Y with 2. My SXY times 2 times 3. Understand? If I times X by 4 and I times Y by 5, my SXY times 4 times 5. You understand? Whatever you times to X and Y, you times the same thing to your SXY. Alright? Whereas for RXY, the value will never change. Value will never change. Only the sign will change. How will the sign change? If I times 1 with negative value, I times 1 with positive value, then the R will change in sign. If the R was originally positive, it will become negative. Okay? If both are negative, both same sign, no change. Only when you times 1 with negative, times 1 with positive, your R will change in sign. Only when you times 1 with negative and you times 1 with positive, your R will change in sign. If not, it will not change. Okay? So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, this is the original values. So basically the original values, I want you to plug it into your calculator and get all these values first. Okay, you can plug in your calculator, write down my mean, X, Y, SXY, everything like RXY. SXY, you got to do it yourself, okay? But other than that, it's in your calculator already. So if I minus 2 and plus 2, what will happen? If X minus 2, can you see my mean also reduced by 2? From 6 become 4. If Y plus 2, from 5 becomes 7. Plus and minus, anything affected with the standard deviation? No. You can see standard deviation remain the same. Standard deviation Y remain the same. SXY remain the same. RXY remain the same. Now, I'm going to times negative 2 to X. If I times negative 2 to X, what will happen to my mean? Mean also times negative 2. What will happen to my mean of Y? Times 2. Because here Y you times with 2. Here Y will become 10. Your standard deviation of X times 2. Standard deviation of Y, you cannot times negative 2. You times with 2. What did I tell you? You do to SXY. Whatever you times to X, whatever you times to Y, you times with SXY. Can you see that? Times 2 times negative 2, you times with negative 4. Basically, you get negative 3.5. What about RXY? You are multiplying 1 with negative, 1 with positive. So your RXY originally 0.16 will become negative 0.16. Can you see that? Like here, you times with negative 2, you times with negative 2. That's why the sign don't change. Okay? So this is what you need to be careful about. If 1 times with negative 2, 1 times with negative, 1 times with positive, your sign will change. You see like this, 1 times with negative, 1 times positive, become negative. But if both same sign, it doesn't change. Okay? That's one thing I needed to make it clear. Alright, now let's look at this. A set of data, the original one is 0.25. If you times X with 2, you times Y with 2, it won't change, it will be 0.25. You times 1 with negative, times 1 with positive, can you see it will change to negative? Yes. You times 1 with positive, times 1 with negative, it will change to negative. You times both with negative, both same sign, it won't change. Alright?